Somebody has very well said, rights and duties move parallel. They are the two sides of the same coin. In this video lecture, we are going to talk about the fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution. We'll be discussing the features of the fundamental duties. We'll be talking about the significance of fundamental duties and also the criticism to the fundamental duties. The original Constitution of India does not mention about the fundamental duties. In fact, the framers of the Indian Constitution did not feel it necessary to incorporate the fundamental duties of the citizens in the Constitution, as they had incorporated the directive principles of the state policy. Gandhiji also has always led importance of the duties. He has always said that if you wish to enjoy your rights, be ready to obey your duties. For every right, there is a corresponding duty. Real rights are the result of performance of duties. Thus, the importance of duty is clear. But still, we did not have fundamental duties. And it was in 1976 that the fundamental duties were added to the Indian Constitution. अब हमें समझने की जरूरत है कि ऐसा क्या हुआ कि 42nd अमेंडमेंट के द्वारा हमारे संविधान में फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज को ऐड किया गया। ओरिजिनली हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज नहीं थी, तो 42nd अमेंडमेंट के द्वारा क्यों जोड़ी गई? हम इसका जवाब ढूंढने का प्रयास करेंगे। These duties were added with the recommendation of Swan Singh Committee. In 1976, the Congress Party set up the Sardar Swan Singh Committee to make recommendations about fundamental duties. The need and necessity of these duties was felt during the operation of the internal emergency. The committee recommended that the inclusion of a separate chapter on fundamental duties in the Constitution. It stressed on the citizens should become conscious that in addition to the enjoyment of rights, they also have certain duties to perform as well. And the Congress government at the center had accepted the addition of these fundamental duties to the Constitution. Thus, by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act that was passed in 1976, a new part in the Constitution was added, that is Part 4A of the Constitution. This new part consists of only one article, that is Article 51A, which for the first time specified a code of 10 fundamental duties of the citizens. The ruling party, that was Congress, declared the non-inclusion of fundamental duties in the Constitution as a historical mistake and claimed that when the framers of the Constitution failed to do so, was being done now. Sardar Swan Singh Committee suggested the incorporation of 8 fundamental duties in the Constitution, but by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, 10 fundamental duties were added. Later, by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act that was passed in 2002, an addition of one fundamental duty was done to the list of 10 fundamental duties. Now, we have 11 fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution. Let us now have a look at the fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution. They are to abide by the Constitution and respect its adults and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. To uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. To defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. To promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, and regional or sectional diversities, and to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. तो हमने देखा कि ये जो हमारे सामने 5 मौलिक कर्तव्य हैं, ये हमें देश के प्रति हमारे कर्तव्यों के बारे में बता रहे हैं। इन्होंने हमें बताया कि हमें हमारे राष्ट्रीय ध्वज का, नेशनल एंथम का सम्मान करना चाहिए। हमें भारत की एकता, अखंडता और संप्रभुता का सम्मान करना चाहिए और उसकी रक्षा करनी चाहिए। हमें हमारे देश के लिए जब भी जरूरत हो हमें तैयार रहना चाहिए देश सेवा के लिए। हमें भाईचारे को बढ़ावा देना चाहिए और किसी भी तरह के भेदभाव को हमें नकारना चाहिए और ऐसी किसी भी एक्टिविटी से जिससे भारत में निवास करने वाली महिला के मान को हानि पहुंचे, हमें ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। तो इन ड्यूटीज से अभी हम और पढ़ेंगे आगे और ड्यूटीज। ये ड्यूटीज देश प्रेम की भावना जागृत करती हैं, देश के लिए हमारे लगाव को और बढ़ाती हैं। To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture, to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform, to safeguard public property and to abjure violence, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. ये 10 मौलिक कर्तव्य हमें देश प्रेम की ओर अग्रसर करते हैं। देश के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए ये बताते हैं। अब बात आती है 11th फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी की, जिसे 86 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट के साथ जोड़ा गया। मैं आपको बता दूं कि 86 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट जो 2002 में आया, उसने शिक्षा पे जोर दिया। 21A आर्टिकल जोड़ा गया मौलिक अधिकारों में और उसके द्वारा हमने शिक्षा के अधिकार को मौलिक अधिकार बनाया। साथ ही हमने नीति निर्देशक तत्वों में भी शिक्षा को जोड़ा और फिर हमने साथ में ही हमारे मौलिक कर्तव्यों में शिक्षा को जगह दी। ये आर्टिकल कहता है, who is a parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his child or as the case may be what between the age of 6 to 14 years of age। यानी कि अब हर माता पिता का ये कर्तव्य होगा कि वो अपने 6 से 14 साल के बच्चे को शिक्षा मुहैया कराए ताकि कोई भी शिक्षा से वंचित ना रह सके। So we now come to know that how important the duties are. If you wish to enjoy your rights, you must be ready to follow your duties. It seems to be very true. आइए अब बात करते हैं हम मौलिक कर्तव्यों की कुछ खास विशेषताओं की। These fundamental duties are actually the moral duties. And these duties refer to those values which have been a part of the Indian traditions, mythology, religions, and other practices. In other words, they essentially contain just a codification of the tasks integral to the Indian way of life. Now the question arises, if the following of these duties is not followed by punishment, Then what is the significance of these duties? तो हम बात करते हैं इन ड्यूटीज की सिग्निफिकेंस की. These duties serve as a reminder to the citizens that while enjoying their rights, they should also be conscious of duties they owe to their country, their society, and to their fellow citizens. They serve as a warning against the anti-national and anti-social activities. They serve as a source of inspiration for the citizens, and it promotes a sense of discipline and commitment among them. तो हमने देखा कि ड्यूटीज कितने इम्पोर्टेंट हैं और इनकी क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है. There was a law member, Mr. H.R. Gokhale. He gave few reasons for adding these fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution. He said that in post-independent India, particularly on the eve of emergency in June 1975, a section of the people showed no anxiety to fulfill their fundamental obligations of respecting the established legal order. The provision of chapter on fundamental duties would have a sobering effect on these restless spirits who have had a host of anti-national, subversive, and unconstitutional agitations in the past. इससे हमें पता चलता है कि मौलिक कर्तव्य भी जरूरी है. Srimati Indira Gandhi justified that the inclusion of fundamental duties was very necessary. She said the moral value of fundamental duties would be not to smooth her rights but to establish a democratic balance by making the people conscious of their duties equally as they are conscious of their rights. So, fundamental duties are very important. But as every rose has a thorn, हर गुलाब के साथ कांटा आता है, तो फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज के साथ भी कुछ क्रिटिसिज्म जुड़ा हुआ है. और वो क्रिटिसिज्म ये है कि फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज पनिशेबल नहीं है. अगर आप फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज का पालन नहीं करते हैं तो उसके लिए कोई पनिशमेंट नहीं दिया जाएगा. हमने हमारे संविधान में किसी पनिशमेंट का प्रावधान नहीं किया है और यही इसकी सबसे बड़ी कमजोरी है कि अगर आप और हम इन फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज का पालन नहीं करते हैं तो हमारे दिल में कोई डर नहीं है कि हमें पनिश किया जाएगा. They are just the moral claims, and moral claims are generally avoided by the people. They are not followed by the people. A layman tries to escape from the moral claims. He tries to mold the moral claims. अक्सर ऐसा देखा गया है कि हम आसान रास्ता अपनाते हैं और वही आसान रास्ता हमें हमारे कर्तव्यों का पालन करने से हमें बचा लेता है, हमें रोक लेता है. इसीलिए कहा गया है कि फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज should have been added to the constitution at the beginning or at the time of making of the constitution, and even if it was not done at that time, these fundamental duties should be followed by some kind of punishment. फिर भी ये मौलिक कर्तव्य हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी है, चाहे इनके साथ पनिशमेंट ना जुड़ा हो, लेकिन इनका अपना एक महत्व है. So I think the concept of fundamental duties is clear, and we all are going to follow these fundamental duties. Thank you very much.